Great secret. Long ago, in the golden city of Uruk, lived a powerful king named Gilgamesh. He was strong and brave, but he was sad because he wanted to live forever. He traveled across the highest mountains and the deepest seas until he found a very old, very wise man named Utnapishtim. Gilgamesh sat by the old man's feet and asked, "How did you find the secret of eternal life?" Utnapishtim smiled and began to tell a story of a time when the world was very different. Many years ago, Utnapishtim said, the gods became frustrated. The world was too noisy, and the mighty god Enlil decided to send a great flood to wash everything away. But the wise god Enki, who loved all living things, did not want the world to end. He knew he had to save someone kind who would care for the earth and its creatures. Enki could not tell a human the secret directly, so he went to Utnapishtim's house made of reeds. He whispered to the wall of the house, knowing Utnapishtim was listening on the other side. Reed house, Enki whispered. Build a giant boat. Leave your gold and your silver behind, and take the seeds of all living things with you. You must be ready before the rain begins. Utnapishtim didn't waste a moment. He called for his best builder, a clever woman named Kaya. Together, they designed a boat shaped like a perfect cube, with 7 floors and many rooms. Kaya helped him gather wood, tar, and oil to make the boat strong and waterproof. Everyone in the village wondered why they were building such a strange house on the dry land, but Utnapishtim and Kaya kept working. When the boat was finished, it was time to fill it. Utnapishtim brought in his family and all kinds of animals, from the smallest beetles to the largest lions. A great lion padded softly up the ramp, looking at Utnapishtim with calm eyes. "Don't be afraid," Utnapishtim whispered to the golden beast. One by one, every creature found a warm, dry place to sleep inside the giant wooden cube. Then the sky turned dark, the wind began to howl, and the rain fell harder than anyone had ever seen. The giant boat rose higher and higher as the water covered the trees and the hills. Inside, Utnapishtim and his wife, Amara, held hands. They listened to the thunder outside, but they felt safe. Amara lit a small lamp, and its warm glow filled the room as the boat tossed and turned on the giant waves. For 6 days and 7 nights, the storm roared. On the 7th day, the rain finally stopped. Utnapishtim opened a window and saw nothing but blue water. To find land, he released a small white dove. The dove flew away into the bright sky. Utnapishtim watched her go, hoping she would find a branch to rest on. Soon, the bird returned, tired but safe, because the world was still waking up from its long bath. Finally, the boat came to rest on the top of a tall mountain. The sun came out, and Utnapishtim stepped onto the dry earth. Back in the present, Gilgamesh listened with wide eyes. "The gods were so happy the world was saved," Utnapishtim told him, "that they gave me and Amara a special gift. They made us like the gods, to live forever and watch over the stories of the world." The wise god Enki appeared before Utnapishtim on the mountain. He placed his hands on Utnapishtim's shoulders and smiled. "You have been a good guardian of life," Enki said. "You have shown that even a small person can do something great when they listen and act with a kind heart." The light of the sun seemed to dance around them as the blessing was given. Gilgamesh realized that he didn't need to live forever to be a great king. He realized that the stories we leave behind and the cities we build are how we live on. He thanked Utnapishtim and traveled back to Uruk. When he saw the high walls of his city, he smiled. He would be a kind king, and he would make sure the story of the flood was never forgotten.